Hey there everybody, it's Michael Snyder with Grasshopper Lawn Care. We out mowing today. I'm sorry to everybody for not posting last week. I just needed a break. I was still mowing and working, but coming home every day and working on the video and getting it uploaded and everything, you know, it takes quite a while, and I just needed a break from it for a little bit. So I apologize if anybody was missing the videos or anything. We're back to it here. Oh. Only thing left to it is to do it. Actually, I need to throw my headphones in, I guess. But it's a hot one today. I'm in Kentucky. It's about, let me see what the phone says. It's only 10:30 in the morning. It's 82 degrees and there's a heat advisory. It's supposed to get up to 90 today, and more than anything, the humidity here is just crazy. I would say it's probably between 60 and 70%. We've had a ton of rain the past week, and with the sun coming out, it's just made everything so humid. Which, you know, is part of the job. And these weeks, these really hot weeks, can make all the other, you know, just normal hot or even cool weeks, they make those a lot better. So, you know, try to see the upside in everything, I suppose. And we're mowing a yard today that y'all seen me mow before. I've recorded mowing this before, but I don't have too many yards I mow on my Monday list, and this is one of the bigger ones, so I figured we'd do this one. Got some geese around here because there's a pond, and hope they don't attack me today. That would not be fun. I'm gonna gas the weed eater up here. I'm doing it before I start, so when I run out, I don't have to run all the way back to the truck. You know, it was only very recently that I realized with these Echo weed eaters, they're kind of made to be held like this and filled up the way the spigot's angled, and it's a nice detail. Good work, Echo. Steel, which some of the steel weed eaters may be like that, but none of the ones I ever used were like that. So that's a nice little detail I like about the Echo. I've been using this thing, the SRM 2620. I've been using it this whole season. It's been about 3 or 4 months. I don't know, time flies, but I'm loving it. It's doing really good. Even like on the day, like really hot, humid days, the equipment tends to struggle, and it's doing just fine. Well, without further ado, let's get at it. Those geese are mad I'm working. They said, "You on my territory, bitch. Why you over here mowing?" They'll be alright though. There's a lot of geese that live around here. So that vacation around here, I guess. Alrighty, that's the weed eating. On these real hot days, I'll tend to sometimes skip a little bit of the weed eating here or there, you know, just to save me a little time and save me from that heat. And generally, I mean, you know, each person's gonna have their own perspective on that, whether skipping little odds and ends is, you know, shady or not, I guess, you know, like a bad business practice. But for me, I don't see much of a big deal in it. I mean, I know some guys on some crews where they mow every week, but they'll edge and weed eat, you know, only every 2 weeks. And I'll generally weed eat, you know, every week. But sometimes when it's hot like this, you know, I'll skip a little bit, and you know, it won't end up hurting too much. If my customers ever complained about it, you know, I'd make sure I take care of it. But I've never had anybody complain about it, so I think we're all good. I am so out of breath. You can tell it's hot here. It's just the humidity it's thick right now. This is definitely the hottest day we've had of the year so far. We're trying to get our schedule done quick today so we don't die. Drop the mower down a little bit. The last property I was mowing had a little bit higher of a cut. Yeah, you know when your hands are sweating like that it's hot outside. And you know if your hands are sweating, everywhere else is sweating. But you know, some people can't stand this. They look at being outside and being this hot. You know, some people hate it. I honestly, I enjoy it for what it's worth. And I think you almost have to do this as a career and do this all the time. If you're out on a hot day and you find it miserable, this job really ain't for you. You gotta look at it from a different perspective. You know, I'm enjoying the heat today. I'll take it and roll with it. You get this weed out of here. It's one of those weeds that's so spiky. Oh. We don't like this stuff. There's another one over here too. I do spray here, but I only spray about once a month, and sometimes you don't spray everything. You could do another round of spraying here pretty soon, actually. Okay. There we go, got rid of some weeds, make it pretty. Anyways, I hope everybody having a good day. You know, subscribe to the channel if you're not. Give me a like if you want. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and we're actually pretty close. So I just, you know, if you're watching, I appreciate you. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, even if it's only for a couple minutes. Let's get her done. fast mowing there in the end. That was for Eric O'Brien. I like mowing fast, but on most properties you can't really do it. I mean, you can, but you're gonna end up mowing the lawn twice to get the stuff you missed when you mowed fast. But on some properties like this, you can, and you can get away with it. Just kind of depends on the property. But obviously, I like mowing as fast as I can everywhere, but sometimes you can't mow that fast. You know what I mean? I'm sure y'all experienced mowers get it. See if we can see any carp. I do not see any. This pond is really full of water right now. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing a series kind of where I teach people, you know, how to mow, mowing tricks, weed eating tricks, you know, things like that. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna do it or not. I think a lot of people that watch this channel are already pretty experienced mowers, so you know, they're not gonna get anything out of it. But if I get enough comments and stuff saying that, you know, people would like to show me for me to show them the tricks of the trade, I'll kind of do some videos where I, you know, teach y'all how to mow, maybe with some voiceovers and stuff. And obviously, specifically, it would be how to mow with turf tracer style mower. But you know, these are generally the hardest mowers to get used to mowing with, so I mean, let me know if y'all would be interested in that at all. Man, I can't get over how out of breath I am. I'm never out of breath while mowing. It is a humid day. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here and get to my next property. Usually I feel like I'd spend some time talking to y'all and just kind of shooting the shit, but it's way too hot today. And I feel like I need to take a break and get some water. I hope all y'all have a great day. Again, sorry for not posting for a while. I'm gonna get back to it, and I will catch y'all later.